My name is Chikati. Welcome to The Evolving Rose, a platform for multifaceted women to feel safe as we discuss topics that we all go through, right? And today's topic will be navigating your 20s. I put a little snippet on TikTok, but I thought to create a full video. It's going to be short because I like to keep it short and cute and straight to the point about the 20s. I mean, I feel like the 20s is probably one of the most ghettoest decade ever. And I say that it's not that I don't like my 20s. I'm 28. Soon I'll be 30 next year in November, 11/11. But I think that there's so much that happened in our 20s, especially as a woman, whether it's understanding our hormones, whether it's dealing with our childhood wounds, our career, dealing with men, toxic men, and then finding our match, our soulmates, dealing with our sexuality, our bodies. And I think that there are many takes about it, but I don't think that there's enough takes that serve all women, whether it's women of color or women that have many, many creative pursuits and many, many ideas and might feel kind of withheld in a culture that serves people that are neurotypical or might not be of color. And I thought that it's important that we discuss this. And I do like to structure things in my head, and I want to give like a very short and cute structure of how I navigated my 20s. I can say that I am proud of how I navigated my 20s. I used the first half of my 20s to really focus on school, getting my degrees, and then building a corporate career. Not that I feel like everyone has to go the corporate route, but I decided to go the corporate route in my early 20s just so I can have a structure for my energy and just so I can be exposed to different things and also have a network. So I feel like the first half of your 20s, I would say from 20 to 25, should be a time where you are exploring, meaning that you are trying to figure out what career line fits you. You know, you're trying to figure out, who am I? Like, what fits me? Where do I want to live? Who do I want to become? And 20 to 25, it's the best time to really understand your trauma and face probably things that you don't want to face, but you should, because things do change when you get older, especially after 25 and you have that frontal lobe development. And I think that a lot of times people make mistakes before 25. And I will think that if you're in that early stages of 20 to 25, yes, use your time to figure out your career and get out there and network and ask questions and put yourself out there in a grounded sense. Don't go too hard, you know what I'm saying? But make sure you are balancing that time out to sit with yourself and be real about what you've gone through. Be real about your attachment issues if you have any. Be real about whether you have a father wound or a mother wound, and try to seek out therapy. Try to read some books. One of my favorite books was The Alchemist. I read it like 3 times a year because it talks about finding purpose. To me, in a nutshell, the whole book talks about patience and finding your purpose. And no matter how hard the journey gets, to keep going, because you will find your treasure in the end. And oftentimes the treasure is within you, and the treasure is finding yourself and knowing who you are. And I feel like in your early 20s, because number one, the hormones, the men, and the opportunities that might come to you just as a young, vibrant woman, it might tempt you to stray away from yourself. But understand that the true treasure is being home within yourself. So I would say knock out that early 20s, and if you want to split it into 2, that's how my brain likes to think about things, conceptualize things. It's one half facing the trauma, facing the darkness, and the other half exploring your career options, networking, putting yourself out there. And that also means being open to not getting what you want, being open to L's, because you're gonna have to take many L's before you get a win. That's literally a part of the 20s. That's why I say it's ghetto, because you're gonna like fall flat in your face and be like, oh wow, that that hurt. And then, your mid 20s towards the end of your 20s, which I'm in, I feel like it's just a time to ground and really, really look at all that you've accomplished. Really ask yourself, who do I want to become? And really, really like set that foundation of who you are. And a part of that is embracing your authenticity, embracing your voice, finding your brand, finding your purpose, and loving yourself to a level that you probably did not love yourself in your early 20s. And all of that is a journey, and all of that is beautiful, and it's messy, and I'm here with you. But the one thing that I can say is never, ever, ever dim your light for societal standards, because in your 20s, you're going to be thrown so many things. You should look like this. You should sound like this. And when you get older, you realize that it's all crap and it doesn't really matter. And what matters is who you are, and finding your tribe, and finding those that appreciate you for who you are. So I would say, if you're multifaceted, stay multifaceted. Do not allow your vibe to be drained, your creativity to be drained, to squeeze yourself into something that does not truly expand who you are. So this is short. It's, where am I? 6 minutes. But I hope that helps in navigating your 20s. I'm definitely gonna do more like this, but I do wanna touch on other topics to really, really stretch out this platform and see where it goes. So make sure you follow The Evolving Rose. It's about to be a movement on Instagram, on TikTok, and follow me on my regular TikTok called Father Chi. I'm here for you, babes.